that body? 37. See if I was to choose a rod and reel it. It's just a little bit of a bend in that right side. Well, this morning I'm at Eagle Hawk Neck with Nick Stanzik. Now, Nick, you're from Florida. How does the weather compare here to the beautiful state of Florida?
It's a cold day here, but apparently it's warm to everybody else.
Do you realise we're going sword fishing, not skiing? Because you look like you're going mountain skiing.
You should see the jacket I got on the boat.
This is amazing. Now, the big deal. Nick, how many swordfish captures have you been involved in your life?
Around 1,000.
1,000 swordfish. So why would you come to Tasmania?
I'm hoping that my wife divorces me. I'm just kidding. I'm looking for a 500-pounder for a really big one. I still haven't got them, so.
So you've caught plenty, but not the monster?
Never caught the giant one.
Well, this is the home of giant swordfish. Let's see if we can get this man bent and buckled. We go to swordfish every day. Good morning, Locke. There you go. That's all the important things. Now this is the other important thing. So Nick, what's your preferred sword sinker? A brick?
A brick will work. We use concrete sometimes, or we use a piece of lead as well.
Okay, but a brick will do the job. So,
Oh, yeah.
you ready, Locke?
Ready to go.
Okay. Out she goes. How deep are we fishing, Lockie?
We're at about 520 here, and we'll drift out a little bit deeper.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll take over this if you need to back up on it.
Too easy.
And there we go. I timed it once, Nick. It takes about 7 minutes to get to the bottom. And then it takes about 3 hours and 7 minutes to get the fish up.
Yep.
So what we've got here is our sinker going to the bottom. And you see it's quite a large angle on the line, about 45 degrees. Lockie's going to back the boat into the sea, and we'll try and get our line to run nice and vertical. We're going to have a bit of current today, which would be good to move the bait around. So was your dad or your uncle that first thought about deep dropping for swords?
They knew the guy in Venezuela, Ruben Hine, had caught them
Yep.
in the 90s. That kind of always piqued their interest. My dad tried down there. He didn't get one, but then at home, them and my dad's friend Vic, they all kept talking about it. And they were getting in that night and they wanted to try the daytime thing. And sure enough, went out one day and dropped. First drop, they got lucky and caught one.
Wow, and obviously that inspired them to try again.
Yep, it became an addiction after that.
Have you ever caught one at night?
Yeah, not in a while though.
But percentage-wise, day versus night?
Oh, a lot better in the daytime percentage-wise.
And a lot more comfortable.
Yep.
Because the nighttime is for?
Sleeping.
I agree, sleeping. First bait is still going down, 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 about 200 metres to go. And we've got a big crew on board today. Nick's wife, Sarah, has come all the way from the station. She's excited because she loves her sword fishing. And Jetty and Christy are here to see the monster as well. So this is how a professional breaks the sinker off. Please explain, Lockie.
All right, so what we're doing is we're just waiting for the right wave. Hopefully it'll come through soon.
So you want to lift the boat up and pull at the same time?
Yeah, that's right. So get a heap of cranks, get as much pressure on as you can and give it a good old yank. Hopefully it'll pop off for us.
The bloke behind you, he's a good old yank.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah. There we go.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, bite, we got a bit.
That's why I moved.
That was a bite, Nick?
Yeah, I saw it before, so I took a couple cranks on it. I thought I saw a bite. I wasn't sure, so I turned it a couple times over to jump. I said, nah, it's nothing. It was just me. And then all of a sudden, he came back again, and you could see it.
and you saw the whack whack?
Yeah, you can just see the tip just bounce a little bit.
So what do you do now? This is the thing I never know. It's just the waiting game, isn't it?
Yeah, I moved it away from him the first time and he came back immediately and hit it again.
Yep.
That time I gave it about 20 feet of line. I let it back out a little bit, just see if he'd come back to it.
So the other scenario is that he's got it and he swims up and you get the belly.
Yep.
But you never really know, do you?
Nope.
And you've only hooked about 1,000, so you still don't know.
Well, if I hooked 1,000, he's just seen the ones I got away. There he is.
Oh, there he is, yep.
That was a good bite.
That was a good bite. So we've actually got a sword playing with our squid, and this is amazing. We have been out for, I'd say about 5 minutes. Has anybody got the time for me?
8:29.
8:29, and we've had a little bit of a, well, I have to say a gamble. It's the best word this morning. Everyone who's put in their time is when the first sword bite was going to be. And I think my cameraman Rick, the fact that he's doing this behind the lens, I think he was closest to 8:29. So Rick, you win the prize. It's a Malteser. Well done, Rick. Champion. That's not bad. A sword bite within minutes. You got weight?
Good, I guess.
We got weight. He's on. Yeah, baby. Let's chase him, Locke. That way, that way. Okay, this is a big fish. Nick played with this fish for like 20 minutes. If we can get a gimbal and harness out, guys, it literally is coming up, bite, dropped it, and now it's coming up. And what he does, he leaves the rod in the combing because he's just got to get as much line as he physically can. And it's amazing to think a fish that big, that deep, literally just tap, 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 and then Nick just teased it, just like he teased a striped mark on the back of the boat. How's that for a bite, mate?
That was awesome.
I think this is a pretty big Tassie sword, dude.
Good big.
I'm sorry it took so long. So we've just seen the bait. Unfortunately, the hooks fell out. And what do you always say about sword fishing, Nick? Even though you're tired and you're going to struggle to talk,
Yeah.
you always say something about you'd prefer 10% of what you've lost
Yeah,
over everyone you've
we'd
caught.
take half the ones we lost for every one we caught.
So there's the squid that went down. There's the hooks. And she was a big fish.
Made a good run on the bottom and came up fast and came tight on her not too long ago, but
Yep. That's just the luck of the draw.
yeah.
We'll get this bait back down and see if we can wear you out again.
Let's try again.
That's sword fishing. Okay, drop 2, ready to go. Beautiful. We're away.
Try number 2.
So what do you reckon happened there, mate?
I could feel weight till about, 100 meters of line left on the top shot there, and I think it just came at us and, turned one away and the hooks popped out.
It's pretty hard to put a hook in a fish 550 meters away, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes it's frustrating.
And sometimes you just get lucky.
Oh yeah.
But still, pretty good way to start the day.
Oh, to get a bite on the first drop, it's awesome. There he is.
Oh, yeah, got him.
I think he's on there.
Did you feel the bite?
No, it just got heavy when I was cranking on it.
Yep, he's there. That is unbelievable. Second drop. I'm gonna get my tuna lure out of the water. Second drop, and we're on again. Go, Jetty. I thought I'd flick a plastic, but I haven't had time. You don't think you're tight yet?
Nah, we might want to back up that way to try to drive the hooks in first.
Maybe try and drive away a touch, Lockie. You got some, oh, there's weight, that's what we want. That's it, we just want to drive those hooks in, Lock. Maybe around that way a touch to the right, Lock. So the scenario we have here, Nick was literally letting line out, just trying to tease fish that might be down there. Got near the bottom, he started to crank it up and bang, there's a lot of weight. So we don't have a lot of weight on there. It broke away as soon as we got to the bottom. So there's a few scenarios here. We could have a swordfish on, and it could be coming towards us because they do that, but we could also have a bottom fish like a blue-eyed trevally, a grenadier, and that'd be a bonus too because they make great sword baits. So for now we wind, keep our fingers crossed.
And great eating.
And great eating, correct. There's definitely a lot more weight now. Yep, that's a lot. Oh, yep, that's good. That's what we want. Okay, I reckon we've got a sword on, eh?
Probably.
I think we've got a sword on. Let's get the harness. That is epic. Get into him. We think we might have a sword on here because we've picked up all the slack line, and Nick, you got some solid weight?
Oh, yeah.
And weight is what you want.
Dad,
Yep.
I'd still be happy if it got away if I saw it.
Right.
If I saw it.
So we just want to see it, Nick. You can get away, we need to see it. What do you think about that?
If I can make Jet happy, it'll make my day.
We want to see this fish.
He won't share the lollies if I don't do that.
Exactly. I've discovered there's only one person can eat more lollies than Jet. His name's Nick. You live on lollies, man.
We don't have those good ones at home.
What's your favourite Australian lolly?
Whatever Jet will give me.
What delicacy have you eaten in Australia that you've never eaten before? I took you somewhere special that day. It's called a bakery. What did you eat?
A pie?
Yeah, a meat pie.
A meat pie.
How was the meat pie?
I thought it was pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And how many packets of Tim Tams have you eaten?
A lot.
Yeah, I can tell, because his stomach is actually going inwards. He's eating a lot of Tim Tams. The sad thing is I haven't eaten any, and he's eaten 140 packets. It's a cruel world we live in. It's a cruel world. We're just making a phone call. We actually have service out here on the shelf. Sean Tracy from IMAS is on his way. Christy's speaking to him now. We're going to let him know we're hooked up because I want to try and put a sat tag in this fish if we get the chance.
Just catching my breath here. Fish is angled up on top now. Out there on the surface, it gets within about 150, 200 meters maybe at most. No telling how big he is yet.
Have you found with swordfish you never really know how big they are till you see them?
You know, the biggest one I ever caught at home there, I usually drive the boat so I don't get to catch many myself as an angler. Swim right to the boat, so you just never know until you see them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have an idea if they're pulling really hard, you know, and really heavy, that they have some size, but you just never know until you see them, to be honest.
And this fish is coming up again, eh?
All right.
There's a light, there's a light.
That's a light.
He's
Something
swimming.
with it, something with
There
it.
it is,
Yeah.
he's swimming.
He's swimming, I can see it. What do we got? We can see a fish, I can see its white face. He's just there.
It's a bluefin.
It's a bluefin tuna. It's a bluefin tuna. That's unbelievable.
Wanna grab the leader?
Okay,
Okay, I've got a net here.
that's a nice solid bluefin tuna. That's unbelievable. So you're fishing for swords, Nick.
Yep.
And I said this morning, swordfish, bluefin tuna, which one do you want?
Never caught a bluefin before.
Well, and that's a pretty nice bluefin tuna too. And these waters hold some of the biggest bluefin tuna in the world. And in southern blues, about 4 kilometres that way. I hooked and landed an absolute beast. When I say landed, put a tag in it, let it go. This isn't a jumbo, but it's a beautiful fish that's going to eat very, very well. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
As far as she goes. Okay, Locke, I'm ready. That's a nice fish, eh? That is a solid bluefin. It's hard to get the net lock. Oh no. Yeah. We've had this problem in the past. Big trouble in the net. Too big for the net. I'll help you with the net if I can.
There we go.
They're up here.
My very first southern bluefin.
Oh,
He's a cracker too.
that's a good fish, Nick.
Very nice fish.
That is a serious southern bluefin tuna. So 2 drops at Eagle Hawk Neck. Lost a massive sword on the first one. Hooked a nice southern bluefin tuna. What's he, probably 30 kegs?
Yeah, between 30 and 35.
That is a beautiful fish. Tonight, we dine on sashimi, and the day is still young. Have you touched Jenny?
Yeah.
That is
Well
one.
done.
Solid fish, Nick. Get under there. How cool is that?
It's awesome, my first southern bluefin.
Did it fight as good as you hoped, or obviously it was a bit of overkill in that gear?
You know, we had out a heavy tackle. At first I thought it was maybe a sword because he came up, but then just something didn't seem right, so it seemed a little different.
So you've had 2 drops with 2 baits in Tasmania. What are your thoughts so far?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good? I think that's an understatement. We might get this boy a tuna pie. What do you reckon?
Sounds good to me.
Just about to drop our bait, going into about 560 metres of water. I just want to make sure this hook is as sharp as it can physically be. It's a VMC. Oh, that hook is now so sharp, it's dangerous. Ready, Nick?
Yep.
Let's go.
That's heavy.
Yeah, there's weight there.
Get him, Paul.
That's a lot of weight. Yep.
That's a big hook there, gotta drive it in. Get him, Paul.
That is a lot of weight. Well spotted, Sarah.
Well done.
Oh, look at the bend that rod. That is a 37 kilo stick. I'm just trying to drive this hook in to keep as much pressure on this fish as possible. Nick, I think we might need that harness for you, mate.
I think we're gonna need to find the harness.
But maybe not the extra small one.
You've been eating too many meat pies.
Seriously, the pressure on this is epic. Look at that bend, that rod.
And it's starting to come up too, eh?
Yep. Every inch I can get on this fish. All the guys get the harness ready. It's all good. There's a lot of weight there. Okay. Boys, just clip me in. That clips around the front. Needs to be tightened a bit. Obviously lost a bit of weight. Okay, ready? That's it. How's the weight on that rod?
That look good.
Oh, I just felt the big head shake there.
Did you? Have you ever caught a tuna sword fishing, Paul?
I have never, ever in my life caught a tuna sword fishing. You've done something I have not done, but I'm really hoping this ain't a tuna.
Hopefully it's a big broadbill.
He's doing traditionally what a swordfisher do, eh?
Yeah, we all saw, Sarah saw the first bite there, that thump, and then 3 or 4 more times and you got tight on him.
Got really tight, and I like the way he's coming up with nice heavy weight on the rod. I don't like those ones that sort of swim up and can't feel anything.
Yeah. Hopefully this one stays on there.
That's a big hook in this bait, isn't it? Oh, but you know what?
Extra large.
This is the one we went to the effort to sharpen, eh?
Yep.
Little things can make the big difference.
It only took you 20 minutes, but you did a good job on it.
I'm about as sharp as a bowling ball, generally.
I thought you were round as a bowling ball.
So hurt. What is the most amount of swords you physically landed in one day?
With my buddies in Texas one time, we caught 13 in the daytime and 1 that night, so we had 14 in the calendar day.
14?
It was unbelievable.
I struggled to catch 14 king George whiting. 14 guppies, that's a big day.
Yeah. At home, we've got 7 a couple of times and had 6 one day last year.
Wow.
This day.
And the $1 million question that everybody asks when they get on your boat, what's the biggest swordfish out of Bud and Mary's on your boat?
The biggest one I've been part of is 468 pounds.
So for you, 500 is the magic mark, is it?
I figured I would have caught a 500-pounder by now after doing it as much as I have the last 10 years, but they've eluded me. I've had them on, but they've always got away.
That's why they're such special creatures, isn't it?
There's nothing like them. They're the strongest fish in the ocean, in my opinion.
What are your thoughts on this fish, Lockie?
Well, we've got 2 things that it could be now. It'd either be a tuna, southern bluefin, or a swordfish. Given the way that thing was biting there before, tapping away, I'm thinking it's the swordfish.
And tuna generally don't run to the boat like that?
No. Generally it's a solid fight the whole way, whereas swordfish, they race around, jump, run towards the boat, which is what this one's done so far.
Oh, those lunges. Oh.
Look at those head shakes.
Oh. I don't like those head shakes, Nick. They scare me.
Well, you may wonder why Paul's on the rod after I came all this way to Tasmania, but I lost a fish the first drop, caught a bluefin tuna the next drop, and was a little bit tired, and I said, you know what, no one likes a rod hog, so let's put Paul on and see if we can change our luck with a swordfish.
And one thing I am is just a small rod hog. A few injuries from being at sea too much, mate?
Yeah. My elbow and my shoulder bother me now.
Beats you up, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
You're not as young as you used to be. Like 2 minutes ago.
Yep. What's all those lollies you've been feeding me?
Good Aussie tucker.
Yeah. You know what? When we went sword fishing, we fished 2 days and we missed one each drop back in Florida.
Yep.
I have not seen you catch a swordfish yet, so I need to see you catch one.
Love it. And I'll tell you the funny thing about that, I went all the way to Florida to catch a swordfish because I've been chasing them for 20 years, Nick. And I'll never forget the first day, the first drop on a piece of Dorado, we had a bite. And we didn't put the hook in, the hook was rolled back over in the fillet. And that day you said to me, I'm really sorry, Paul, I'm disappointed for you. And I don't know if you remember my reaction, but I actually said to you, you know what? I just got a bite from a swordfish, they're real. And I was stoked because for 20 years, I'd literally got nowhere. And all of a sudden I was one step closer. He's coming up, Nick.
Yep, see that line angling up. Looking at Tasmania in the background, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, eh?
There's the wind on.
There's the wind on. So we just have, we almost need to keep this fish in the water.
There he is.
That will work.
That's a big fish.
Okay, drive off, Lockie.
That's a big fish.
Okay.
That's a big fish, you guys.
You had a good look, Nick?
That's a big fish, Paul. That's a big fish.
I couldn't quite see, I was on my tippy toes, almost looking. Did you see him, Jetty?
Yeah, just.
Just? He was solid.
I could just see the black on the top of his line.
Yep, and that fish, like Jet said, he's black back, so you know he's right up. He's not tired yet, not on his side. He's just paddling and swimming.
Awesome. So we've got Sean Tracy from IMAS, Institute of Marine and Arctic Studies. They're in the cat over there. They're literally going to come over. He's got a satellite tag with him. I reckon we might have nearly had a shot at that fish then, but I did back the drag off because I just want him to stay out there until Sean comes over here because it's so important. We've got 7 tags in these fish so far, and the research. We've seen fish leave St Helens, Tasmania, Eaglehawk Neck and go all the way to Townsville and then all the way to New Me. I think one fish travelled 6,000 kilometres, straight line, in 180 days.
Unbelievable.
It's mind-blowing. So they're coming down here to fatten up, and then they're heading up there to do what, well, have a nice Valentine's Day. Take a nice lady swordfish out on a date, Jet.
Yeah.
Hey Paul, we're marking it on the sounder here at about 45 metres here. Nice big red mark, it's a solid fish.
Got his head down, he's going, huh, Paul?
That's a serious run.
Big fish.
And that's a lot of drag, a lot of drag. You love your chalicas over in the States?
You know, I've caught a handful of swords on them, but on a short stand-up rod there, it looks like you're doing a good job on them.
Yeah, I just love these reels. Chalica 50, the greatest reel Shimano makes in my opinion, just unbelievable. Bit narrower than the Tiagra, so it's much easier to keep your centre of gravity of your base support. The rod, Shimano T-Curve, 37 kilo this stick, but still plenty of tip. And the line is interesting. I've actually got a top shot of 260 metres of 37 kilo Maxima pre-test. Underneath that, about 600 metres of 100-pound braid, and so far the system works pretty good, doesn't it?
So far, so good.
I just like having that 200 metres of mono because I like when a big fish is on the mono, bit of stretch, but you've got the benefit of the braid for when he's down deep.
Yep.
So far, it was just something you sit home at night and just think about all the things that could possibly work, not work. I just thought, I reckon that long top shot's going to be the go. A lot of these fish will fight 80 to 150 metres off the tip. I always feel a bit less nervous when the braid's on. So there's pretty much 2 techniques for batting a big fish. One is in a chair with a long rod. You can actually back the boat down, sit down, harness up, off you go. The second is stand up. I love fishing stand up, obviously, because I'm standing up. But the key here is to keep your knees bent. And what you do is literally bend your knees. When I do that, it lifts the rod tip. And then I stand up and wind down. And you don't want to try and get 3 metres of line every time you go up and down. It literally could be a matter of just like, get to there, get an inch, get 2 inches. And if you just keep that slow and steady, you actually get into a bit of a routine, and the fish will come with you and almost be led along like a puppy dog. And see how he's just coming up now, because I'm just slowly pulling away. If you start to do things a little bit erratic, the fish can think, hey, not right, and I'll take more line. It's all about good technique, and hopefully, big fish.
You can use anything you want for a swordfish sinker. At home, we use a lot of concrete. We also use some lead, but here in Tasmania, we use house bricks. I think Lockie took apart his neighbor's shed.
How deep now, Lockie?
It's around about 110 metres down. So we've been finding it for about an hour and a half now, so hopefully we can get him up reasonably soon to get a satellite tag in this one. These are tough fish. How are you going with it?
I'm on the corner of Struggle and Hurt Street at the moment.
40 metres. Here we go, we might get a jump. He's coming up quick.
Then the sun, he's coming, yeah, I can feel him swimming up. He's coming up, he's coming up, he's gonna come. Come on, show your head, mate. Oh, he's shaking his head. Can I see him glowing there on the surface? About 30, I can see him. Yep, I can see him.
There he is.
He's about 30 metres back on the surface.
He's a big fish.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting to break into a sweat, Lockie. How long?
We're looking at about 2 hours now, Paul, and he's about 70 metres down on the sound.
Beautiful, because he went to about 150 at one stage. I found with some of these big fish, they're literally 6 times. They'll go all the way down, bring them all out, and about the 6th time you tend to break their soul. I think if this one goes to the 7th time, it might break my soul. You just got to keep that slow and steady pressure, and eventually, like you actually think this is never going to end, this fish will never give up. Then you get a lucky break, he comes up, rolls on his belly, and you get that chance. You'll see jets on the roof, and there's probably mums and dads all around the world panicking, but don't stress. He's hanging on, he's got a life jacket on, and obviously it's a calm day. He would not be allowed up there otherwise. But we've got to clear the deck because this is a really big fish. We've had a look at it, and everyone is going to have their job to do when it comes up. And it's best that if he's out of the way, someone else out of the way there, we can get some nice photos. Because the last thing you want is a little boy in the way. When you've got a big fish line everywhere, that would not be safe. That blue stuff there is the backing, which means this fish has about 250 metres at a guess of line out at the moment. You don't really want the mono to come off the reel. The idea is try and get it on because I like that stretch. And you start to wonder about that attachment between the mono and braid. So I'm just gonna try and get every inch back I can.
Never give up, Dad. You can do it.
The fight has totally changed. At the moment, I actually feel like I'm winning a little bit. I reckon I've got 150 yards of line back, and I'm actually getting line every time we go over a little wave. I'm actually using those waves to my advantage. Gone to low gear, much easier. And I reckon once you get a fish's head turned, the key is to keep it turned. You just got to keep him coming slowly, almost like leading him along. You're not so much pulling. And I'm really hoping if I can just keep him coming like this, we're going to get a shot to get this tag in. We're well over 3 hours, and I'm loving it, but it's hurting a little bit. I just want to do the right thing by this fish, by IMAS, and by people who want to see where it goes from here. I think we might get a look here, Nick.
Getting closer.
40 metres to go.
Thank you. That's a double. Just watch he doesn't swim out of the boat. Thanks, Nick.
Still swimming. Big fish.
These are super tense moments, hey. I'm just about beat. The fish is just about beat. Anything could happen. And Lockie, you see the line?
Yep.
Okay. And he's doing massive lunges, which are really scary when you have a lot of line off the reel, because that's when things go not nice. I don't want to rush this last bit. I don't want to let him go down again either. So I'm just, there we go. Look at that lunge. I actually got about 2 metres on that lunge then.
Come on, Peter. You can do it. Come on.
Lockie can see the fish at 23 metres. It's a real stalemate after 4 hours and 15 minutes. This fish is literally just going around doing the big pinwheel. But Nick, he's so big we can't get close to him, can we?
He's a big fish. When he does that circle and he gets his head underneath the boat, by the time he comes out, he pops out so far. Gladiator.
He is the gladiator. When he gets to about there, he must be on his downward stroke. Always takes a little bit, kick, kick, kick. Then he'll come back around. I'll get a little bit, and it's just that tug of war. He's coming around again now, so I should get a little bit. There we go. When he gets to here, I'll get a bit here. And now he'll take a little bit as he comes back through here. He's swimming past, doing the big circle. There we go, there's a bit of line he's been getting. Yeah, there it goes, and that's everything I just got. And now he should go back around, I'll get some back. So we're just driving around this fish now, trying to change the swim pattern, because he just kept gaining line, but now we're driving around in opposite directions, trying to just change the angle and see if we can't get some line back. Just such a big fish, I just can't move him. Oh, that's it.
You've got about 30 metres to go.
Yeah, that happened 4 hours ago.
True.
So that is after 4 hours and 35 minutes. That's why these fish are the ultimate fish. People always say, what's your favourite fish? You know what, it has to be a sword, because nothing else will do that after this long. And it's still going. Forwards lock. Maybe just tick forward slowly. There it is. I see it. Double. Unfortunately, she likes being under our boat. Okay, wind-on's on. Yep.
She's going underneath the boat.
Just let go, wind on leaders coming, so. Pick up the slack behind you, mate. That's a big fish.
Huge fish.
Okay, holy snapping. Try and bring it around. Sean, you get in the front there. Get that tag in.
There's not.
Is that tagged in? Okay, slowly. Oh my God. We need some gloves. Oh, jeez. Goodness me, isn't that a beastie?
It's giant, Paul.
Biggest sword you've ever seen?
Biggest one I've ever seen. It's absolutely awesome.
It stretched me to the limit. Look at the size of that bill. We're talking 5 hours and 20 minutes on the rod. Look at the girth. The sat tag's in and the fish is healthy. Lucky we sharpened that hook, mate.
You got him. Unbelievable.
That is just amazing. My mic's come out. It's all happening. Toughest spot for a fish ever, Rick. Get some shots of that fish. Look at that
Look at the size
hookup.
of that.
That is a beast. Absolute beast of a fish.
Okay, we good to unhook?
Yes, let's unhook. Give it a push. I'll just cut the hook out at worst. Okay, here we go, nice and close. There he goes. Go, you big thing. Look at the size of that. That is a horse. That is amazing. I've got a knife in my hand, but hug me, please.
Oh, boys. Good job, guys.
Nice work, nice work.
Good job,
Seriously?
Well done. How's that for a Tassie swordfish? Welcome to Australia.
Seriously, that thing is as big
That's
as,
awesome.
as big as swords get in these parts. And the best thing is, got a sat tag in it, it's doing to kill us. At the boathouse, the way it was doing this.
We couldn't hold his nose, though. I mean, he would do a head shake like that. It's moving your whole body.
Nearly ripped my shoulder out. So the moral of the story, speak to Lockie Nichols, come to Eaglehawk next, stay at the Louvre, and if you're ever in Florida, go and see this man. How do they find you?
ButtonMurrays.com.
He's now the second best sword fisherman in the world. When I meet the first best, I'm going to let you all know. Love you.
That is you.